Shall we see what's under this cover? I'll give you a clue. Got it? So here we have a 1980 Saab 99 Turbo. Pretty nice, really. Although it's 42 years old, it's done less than 70,000 miles. If we have a look inside though, we'll notice something is missing. Oh dear, where's the driver's seat? Headlining collapse is a problem with these old Saabs. Last year I made a video showing how to repair the headlining. Seat collapse is another problem affecting these old Saabs. Perhaps it's time to show you how to tackle that particular job. I had great difficulty finding anything on YouTube to show me how to do it. I've done it before, many years ago, so perhaps some details might be helpful to other owners. Once removed from the car, you need to separate the backrest from the seat. This one presented me with a particular challenge, as it required a kind of fixing that I hadn't come across before. Right, these fixings came as a surprise. Later models don't use them. They're 12-point sort of splined sockets. This is what I managed to find locally. It's labelled as an SCM V8. I don't think it's quite right, but it did the job. Right, originally the seat base is supported by this hammock of rubber strips and a sort of canvas. The only problem is that after a while the rubber does that. This one has lasted remarkably well, 42 years. The first one I did of these had lasted only 15 years before I replaced it. Now there's a kit which replaces that with this, a spring mat. All very straightforward. Until you have a look at the instructions. Very poor quality pictures, giving you a little idea of how to do it. The first time I did this, I had better instructions, but I obviously knew I was in for a bit of a struggle when it showed two people working together to fix these springs. With a bit of perseverance and taking a lot of care and eye protection, it can be done without two people, but making your own special tools probably is a good idea. I'll show you what I used. The special tool I use is a modified tent peg. The one on the left has been modified by bending it in the vise, and with that you can hook around the spring mat and stretch it to reach the springs. I always use eye protection. Right, that's better. Lovely comfy seat. I think the camera didn't capture that last bit. I carefully removed the foam and the cover. Here's the old hammock, which is starting to split. It would have been a very short time before that went. So let's carefully remove this. Right, here we have a kit for the spring mat. This one has a label Professional Parts Sweden. It has a number 833-42948. Seat spring mat. Sadly, this one doesn't have any instructions at all, but I think we know what to do. First thing is to open it. One spring mat. These cable ties are for securing the tensioning device on the back, on the underside of the cushion. Springs and a couple of replacement bushings if you need them, which we don't. Now, one thing that isn't clear is whether it goes that way round or that way round. I'm not sure it makes a lot of difference. I'm going to have it that way round. I don't want any sharp bits of metal wire going into the back of somebody's, into their legs as they put their feet under your seat. I shouldn't do that anyway, but hey. Okay, that's the easy part. Now for the challenge. Quite tough springs. Right, an extra layer of skin that you can easily replace without nerves or blood vessels. A wise precaution. This may be over the top, literally, but hey. Wow, that was a bit of a struggle. Mind you, I'm not as young as I used to be. An extension bar can be very useful to substitute for wasted muscles. As you see, I decided to replace the seat base of the passenger seat. I don't think my travelling companion would have been too impressed if the seat had collapsed. It certainly was very close to splitting. So that's probably the last time I'm going to do that job, although never say never. I am aware that very few cars are likely still to have that original seat base. So perhaps there are very few people out there who will have to do this job. But there we go. If it's any interest to you, that's great. If not, you probably didn't watch till the end anyway. That's all for now. Bye.